LSU, Matt Campbell leads the highest-ranked team in the Big 12. On the road, as Rocco Becht and number 14 Iowa State have already authored 2 huge wins this season. Now they make a rare trip to Jonesboro, Arkansas to face Butch Jones. To the talented true freshman, Zay Robinson back deep for the Cyclones. It's a fair catch signal, and Iowa State will have it at the 25.
Again, his 3rd year.
Well, here he is in the gun with all kinds of tight ends available to him. And Xavier Townsend in motion. Back to the air. Deep shot right out of the gates, and he overshot it to Brett Eskelson, who's been his best wideout so far. Carson Hansen is the big-bodied physical running back, but it's back to the air and nearly intercepted as he overshot Xavier Townsend. Groin tweak suffered earlier this week. So on 3rd down, where does Becht go? On the move, and Becht gets rid of it, incomplete in the direction of Hansen, but there is a flag down in the pocket.
Left guard position, and all he did it was a late hold. He didn't need it, but look, you're holding, you're waiting, and then Becht exits the pocket. Just a little hole right there, and the officials got it.
Butch Jones was just talking about get it to the 4th quarter. Well, a strong defensive stand is a good way to begin things. Tyler Perkins' punt takes an Iowa State hop, goes out of bounds at the 30. Spencer to begin. Searches for room off the left side, and he gets swung down after about 4. He was saying to us today, can we be patient enough to move it that way? Rayner can run, and he tries off the left side, and he gets swung down after about a yard or 2 with Caleb Bacon. 5th-year senior Will linebacker, team captain, back healthy this year and on the stop.
Yeah, you're going to see 26 around the football all game long. He is always around the football, especially in the rushing game. He's always a guy that you're going to see as well in the passing game as a blitzer and also covering the running back.
And so 3rd down arrives for this Arkansas State offense. 1-1 start to the season, a win over Southeast Missouri, an FCS foe, and then a loss in Little Rock against Arkansas. They need 4. Rayner to the air, and it's incomplete. Jamison Patton broke it up on Chauncey Cobb, and it's 4th down.
Cobb, he's going to come in motion. As he comes in motion, that ball has to be thrown before he makes that out. See, when he makes the break, the ball has to be there. If that ball's not there, it hangs in there just a little bit too long, and you see what happens. It gives enough time for Patton to knock it away.
Get it. We've got a flag down.
Five-yard penalty. 4th down.
Arkansas State barking out protections for the lefty Jackson Waller, who gets it away toward the shifty Townsend. And this one takes a bounce right near the 25. Iowa State kicked off the college football season in week 0 in Dublin. Rocco Becht and the Cyclones played through sloppy conditions, and they navigated turnovers. There were huge 4th downs throughout the game, and they beat Kansas State. A couple weeks later, last week in the Cyhawk game against Iowa, the tight ends were huge for Iowa State, and then Kyle Conrady, for a 2nd straight year, hit a 54-yard game winner against their bitter rival. In gear today. Direct snap to the running back, Carson Hansen, who springs forward, and Hansen picks up about 5. It's early, but who's got the best odds to win the Big 12? Matt Campbell's team is right in the thick of it, his side. Brandon Greil is a go today for Arkansas State. Another good gain for Carson Hansen. He picks up 7 and a 1st down.
Because the one thing, when this run is downhill, just watch the blockers on that left side. They cave everything down. It's 2 tight ends, it's a receiver, everybody's involved, and that's what opens up the play action for Rocco Becht.
They love to roll Rocco Becht, and he throws on the run and zipped one complete to Chase Sowell. 11-yard pickup, and what hands from the redshirt junior East Carolina transfer. They're trying to get going.
Yeah, they're trying to get going. They're hurrying up. They're right back on the football. So a little bit of no huddle right here from the Iowa State offense.
Becht on the up-tempo, goes down the seam, and he's got it complete to Cooper Alexander. The redshirt freshman tight end with his 1st career touch. Good for 14.
Yeah, that's a nice job. Watch the play action, though. Again, I just told you, the play action does what? It keeps everybody in the box. It freezes the safety.
Becht with Iowa State on the move. Hansen follows Abu Sama and slips well early on this season, but he's going to be full go, playing a lot more today. On second and long, Becht, long throw, and here is Xavier Townsend. And Townsend gets banged down, and Townsend gets it very close to a first down. And it is enough to move the sticks.
I love the way Rocco Becht sees the field. He uses, watch all the routes and just stop. Watch the little stop at the end. That's it. He sees that everything's covered, checks it down to Townsend, and they get a first down off of a check down. Ready to happen, the UCF transfer.
Townsend in motion, and they'll use him out of the backfield as well. Becht escapes, lobs for Sama, who could not make the catch for the Cyclones. Sama. On second down, he picks up 4. Third down and 6. Becht across the middle, incomplete. Intended for Cooper Alexander.
Out today, Alexander filling in.
Now Kyle Conradi, the hero from last week. And Conradi is good from 41, continuing an excellent start to his season. Conradi ready to get it away. Chauncey Cobb is back deep. He is electric. Last week ran one back from 98 yards against Arkansas, and Cobb gets knocked down right around the 25. It's Bulldogs.
Nico Iamaleava who?
Joey Aguilar's been great. This is Kenyon Clay, the Southern Miss transfer. He picks up 2 yards. Bigger role at running back.
Running the football, but catching out of the backfield.
Clay again, and he gets chopped down right around the line of scrimmage. Elijah Carnell in on the stop, and third down coming up.
And this is what this Iowa State defense loves to do. They like to just make sure they're stopping the run. Watch Carnell, 56. He's going to be right in the middle. It's just a 3-man. Just 3 men. If you can stop the run with, first of all, it's like you want to stop it with 7 and 8 men. But you can do it with 3 up front. It gives you opportunities to make some plays. A little pull of the jersey as well.
All right, third down and 8 for Arkansas State. Jalen Rayner with time. He swings it downfield, and it's caught by Jalen Benelli. And the transfer from FCS Wagner's into plus territory, and a huge conversion of 34. Smooth as a wideout in this offense. Clay off the right side, and he slips, picks up just a yard. Second down coming up. He's going back to the air on second down, taking a shot deep downfield, and it's incomplete, intended for his best wideout, Corey Rucker. Jontez Williams when Rayner connected with Benelli. And now third and 9. Rayner, deep ball again into coverage and incomplete. Intended for Nana Burris. Trey Bell, the Lindenwood transfer in coverage, and it's fourth down. And Waller will try to pin the Cyclones deep. And Townsend makes the catch at the 9. They'll be the highest ranked of the 3. They do not have a ranked team remaining on their schedule. Here's Carson Hansen, and he bangs down, and he's got enough for a first down. Trenton Allen Yao in on the stop. And the pass catchers as well, outside of the tight ends, have not got going yet. Here's one of the tight ends, Tyler Moore, who slips a tackle, and Moore barrels down the sideline and rumbles to midfield. Just his 3rd catch of the season, Tyler Moore.
Oh, it's always fun when you've got an offensive coordinator who's also doubles as the tight ends coach. Right? He's going to get the ball to the tight end, and this is now the 4th tight end on the depth chart in Tyler Moore. All he does is grunt to the outside, ball delivered, and he makes a play.
And then Hansen goes spinning forward with a good pickup on first.
6'2", 6'4", 6'5", about 255 pounds.
Hansen the give with a lane and a stiff arm. Hansen with his foot on the gas sets up first and goal. Run out by Trenton Allen Yao. 38-yard pickup.
Got to make the play. See, that's what a safety is. You're the safety net of the defense, and if you miss the play, what happens? It gets all the way up the sideline.
Soda ran for 13 touchdowns last year, and now the red zone. Hansen rumbles straight ahead. So here's what you were talking about right off the top. Touchdowns in the red zone and have not converted. Back to the air with nowhere to go and brought down by Ethan Hassler. A loss of 8, and it's third down. Well, that's the best pass rusher on the Arkansas State defense. They empty it out on 3rd and goal. Becht scrambles, takes off, and Rocco Becht toward the goal line, reaches out, and is Becht in? Yes, it's a touchdown! Rocco Becht uses his legs, and the first touchdown of the game belongs to Iowa State.
It's the calmness of Rocco Becht. He gets a little bit of a block from his running back, and does he extend before getting out of bounds? To me, that's a touchdown. That is good. The right foot's in bounds. The left foot seems to still be in bounds as he extends the football toward the pylon. What an unbelievable effort and job by Rocco Becht. That is a touchdown, Mike.
I'm with you. Walking the tightrope along the sideline, and Rocco Becht navigates that beautifully to cap off a 91-yard drive.
Well, this is the one time that wearing black shoes actually works, because you can definitively see that his feet are in bounds. They were not on the white. So good job of having separation, seeing in between the white and the shoes of his were black and the green grass. That's a touchdown.
Conrarty's kick is no good this week against Iowa, with a misfire there after the Becht touchdown.
Well, I need to add this now to my red zone tape when it comes to Iowa State. It's a quarterback extending the play. Well done by the Arkansas State defense, right? They had everyone covered, but it's just the ability of Rocco Becht to make something happen. You can't account for that. That is something that he doesn't do enough of, but when he does it well in offense.
Facing this Arkansas State team out of the Sun Belt in a rare road non-conference game. Chauncey Cobb springs out toward the 30. We do have a flag down on the field.
Doing a return, holding, return team, number 38, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Feel like you could just show up and win. You got to go out and prove it every single week.
Jalen Raynor's got it complete to Hunter Summers, the redshirt sophomore for 6. Ireland in week 0 and has not had a break in the action since. Devin Spencer on 2nd down. He picks up 2, 3rd down and 2 coming up. Defensive back or wide receiver. Very athletic. They need 2. It's a slant, and there's his top target, Corey Rucker, who gets the edge, and Rucker takes it past midfield. 25-yard pickup on 3rd downs. Raynor, Lodge, got it complete to Hunter Summers, who tried to finish the hit on Jamison Patton. Summers had something to say after 16 yards.
Can't wait to see that one. That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, in action with USF. Jalen Rayner under pressure, dropped the football, reaches out back for it, and it looked like Rayner was able to recover. Boy, dangerous from Jalen Rayner. He did pounce on it, a loss of 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Jace Gilbert. He's right there in the middle. March 55, he's in the middle on the center, and he just fights his way all the way up. And that's a nice job disengaging with the offensive lineman and forcing that fumble.
Show Wisconsin rotates through on John Haycock's defensive line. Nowhere to go for Devin Spencer. He gets dropped for a loss of 1, and 3rd down and a mile coming up for Arkansas State.
Oh, I love Cobb here in the slot.
16 in black. Instead, they get it to the running back, Devin Spencer, with a good pickup. He carries toward about the 25-yard line. They get a big chunk of 9 back, and they can go to the field goal unit here if they want. Here on the job, was very reliable last year, has hardly been used this year, and from 44, Kloon Van Andel is good. Right down the middle. Good scene for College Game Day like it was earlier today. And here in Jonesboro, Arkansas, it is absolutely scorching. And even hotter down on the field, Don Davenport.
Mike, I don't know if you can see our thermometer. It is on the turf. It's currently reading 112 degrees. And I'm about to hit this pickle juice, guys.
Wow, 112. It's a yard for Carson Hansen. 2% of our body fat. Back to the air. Nice catch on the adjustment. And Tyler Moore keeps on rumbling past the 50. Banging off bodies. And Tyler Moore picks up 27.
Well, this is what happens when you just try to throw a shoulder. Brandon Grill, he's going to be on the right side of the screen. Watch when this play. The tight end's going to go out. So watch when the tight end goes out. and Brandon Grill 15 comes up, he's got to make the play.
Up again with no Gabe Burkle, one of the top pass catchers for Iowa State. Abu Sama with a cut, and Abu Sama with a good pickup. He gets 10, and it's a first down for Iowa State.
Sama, he's the home run hitter.
Yeah.
You better make sure everybody's in their gap, Mike. Because if you don't, Abu Sama, he can take it the distance.
Up to 112 degrees. Abu Sama on the ground. He gets wrapped up shy of the 30 after a 4-yard pickup. Rocco Becht and the Cyclones on the move. Direct snap, Abu Sama. And he gets wrapped up after about 3. Ran into the arms of Aaron Alexander, the Michigan State transfer linebacker. Screen, it's Abu Sama ready for a direct snap. He follows Tyler Moore, tries to get the edge, and he's wrapped up by Barnes. A.G. McGee in on the stop as well.
Kick a field goal.
Redshirt sophomore Kyle Conradi from Dubuque, Iowa, does not get it to go. Might have been deflected, and Arkansas State's got the momentum.
I didn't see a hand up. To me, the operation looked like it was perfect. It was just a shank. A bad kick from Conradi. No tip. That's just a miss. And the Red Wolves in Arkansas State are in business.
Arkansas State, and now it's a mixed extra point and then a missed field goal there, and it was not deflected. It was just a misfire from Iowa State's typically sturdy kicker, Kyle Conradi. You saw it right off his foot, and he knew it based on his reaction.
And he's going to the 10.
Chauncey Cobb gets it on a pass, and he'll lose yardage. Yeah, you wondered after the field goal if something was up with Kyle Conradi. It starts with a missed extra point after their touchdown.
Yeah, it was a missed extra point, and to me, maybe he pulled something's just not right. And immediately after this missed field goal, it just didn't seem like he swung that with confidence.
He'd been 6 of 7 on field goals and hadn't missed an extra point. Now Jalen Rayner escapes trouble and just gets rid of it.
Downs.
Trying to lean on their defense right here. 3rd down and 15 for Jalen Rayner at Arkansas State. Shallow cross. This is Jalen Pinelli, and he cannot turn the corner on Trey Bell. Just 7 yards, and it's 4th down coming up. Transfer from SMU. Xavier Townsend back deep. Nearly blocked. Big collision. Couple of flags come down, and it takes a hop out of bounds
with the punter.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
Cut out figures at a crime scene at the end of this before he got up and celebrated. Kenyon Clay on the ground pushes for a 3-yard pickup. On 2nd down, Rayner with time. Rayner on the move, dumps it off, and Clay gets tripped up. Nice tackle there by Marcus Neal, who's the sophomore safety.
In the play, and he keeps his eyes downfield the entire time.
They need 2. Rayner takes off, and Rayner reaches out very close to a 1st down, and he's got enough. Put out the arm at the last moment. Fresh set of downs, Kenyon Clay gets stood up right near the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down.
They run the option. Rayner, late pitch off to Devin Spencer, who slipped the tackle and picks up positive yardage. Both running backs beside Rayner, and now we get a pre-snap whistle and a timeout taken by Iowa State here in Jonesboro. Same setup. Rayner was looking that way, and now he tucks it, runs. Rayner plunges forward, and does he have enough?
Sure does.
Very close to a 1st down. Zach Lovett in on the stop.
Back up, guys.
Hear the microphone from Cravon Barrett, the referee helming this Big 12 crew. By that initial spot, it is short. It is 4th down. He stays in the gun. Clay lunging forward. Kenyon Clay, does he have enough? It is very close again. Both sides politicking here, and where's the spot? Boy, it is right near that 34. The nose of the football maybe has enough. Got enough. Wow. By a whisker on back-to-back plays.
Wow.
Butch Jones' team stays on the march. Arkansas State. And now the 11th play coming up, headed toward halftime. Clay up the middle. And Clay seizing momentum for the Red Wolves. Game to the fourth quarter when you're trying to pull an upset. But right now, just trying to get it to halftime without a turnover. Rayner picked it up, and Rayner's got running room. And he slides down right around the 20. And we hit the 2-minute timeout. This is for Arkansas State. Got blown out 56-14 against Arkansas in Little Rock last weekend. But Jalen Rayner and the Red Wolves on the move, just outside the red zone. Rayner with a keep. And Rayner submarined inside the 20. Cale Brazina, the linebacker, in on the stop. The run here, colorfully, from Arkansas State. It is, and it's Clay. Breaks the tackle around the edge. Lowers the shoulder. He ran over Caleb Bacon with the snap. Where do you want to go with it?
My quarterback running to the right, giving him buying a little bit of time and watching this guy, Cobb, in the slot.
16 in black, middle of your screen. They run it with Rayner to the right side. Late flip on the option. Clay turns it upfield, and he's got a first down inside the 5. Rayner, end zone. Just out of the reach of his intended target, Hunter Summers from Arkansas State.
Watch the tight end Fortenbaugh.
Rayner running behind Clay with a cut, a spin, a shove to the end zone. Touchdown! Jalen Rayner rumbles, and Arkansas State can take the lead. Huge costly penalty on Drew Surgis, a backup safety, former walk-on for Iowa State, and now Arkansas State has the lead. Intentionally short kick from Clayton Amaya, and Iowa State will have it at the 25-yard line. So how does this drive start? Probably determines how aggressive Matt Campbell gets headed to halftime. Back to the air. Checked out Carson Hansen, and a good pickup on first down. Smartly turns out of bounds. Only 6 seconds come off the clock, and it's 14 yards.
Yeah, that's a good drive starter, because now you've got a little bit of momentum, and now you're trying to figure out, but what is the range for the field goal kicking? That's what it is. Chase Smith, he's a true freshman. He's over there warming up. Chase Smith, he's a true freshman out of Iowa. What's his range? I don't think he has not attempted a field goal this season.
Yeah, he's not even listed on the depth chart. Becht going back to the air. Under some pressure. Navigating, and he ducks down. It's a loss of a yard, and immediately Matt Campbell races in to call his second timeout with 25 seconds remaining.
Rival in Iowa a week ago, and now all of a sudden they're in a dogfight.
On second down, here's a shot up the seam to Xavier Townsend. Takes it into field goal territory on a dart from Becht for 35.
Oh, man, they've been waiting on Townsend. They've been trying to get him going. He's lined up in the middle in the slot, and that's a nice throw from Becht to Townsend.
Super quiet from Townsend the first 3 games. Becht looking end zone. Got it! Touchdown, Tom Overby. What an answer from the Cyclones.
You've got everything that you want, and Overby just runs right by him. That's it. That ball's thrown perfectly. Overby actually had to slow up just a little bit, but the ball right into his arm. That's an outstanding play. And this is I don't see the field goal kicking team coming out.
Cyclones. They will shift Cooper Alexander, Ben Bramer and company to the left side of the formation. Hansen out of the backfield for 2 more. And it makes it a 7-point Iowa State lead. Boy, what an answer from the Cyclones.
Come on, and then just run the back right here. And that's how it goes. You get all the action going toward the field, and then the back sneaks in right behind it, and there's nobody there to pick them up. It's time on the clock for that Iowa State drive.
And so now with 11 seconds to go, Arkansas State picks it up with Reed Linder, and he gets blasted right around the 35. Absolutely leveled by Miles Mendezu. Devin Spencer with a cut, and Spencer takes it out past the 45. It's enough for a first down. And Arkansas State content to take that to halftime.
Coach Campbell, offense found their momentum that drive. What was the difference?
Yeah, you know, I feel like the offense, we've been moving the ball up and down the field. It's the red zone. We've kind of hurt ourselves a couple of times and had opportunity to score points, and we just didn't. So I think our kids are playing good football. Our precision and details off, and we're going to have to be better in the second half.
Defensive execution. What's the biggest thing you point out in that locker room?
Man, we got to win first down. You know, when we win first down, and then you got to win second down. I feel at times we're winning first down, and then we're giving them back in it and allowing them the third down in manageable situations.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.
Don, thank you. Yeah, they trailed for the first time. It only lasted 28 seconds. Now time for the Michelin halftime report.
Where we're at right now, my 17-10 Iowa State.
And Jalen Rayner going to the air, and he had it batted down. Let's check in with Don.
In this second half, if we're going to get on the board, and that is all on Jalen Rayner.
Well, he hands it off to Devin Spencer for no gain, so third down and 10 coming up.
Clock would have gave Iowa State no time to go for that final touchdown before the half.
Third down and 10 for Jalen Rayner. Sidestep trouble, takes off with his legs, and Jalen Rayner's got a first down. Empty on first down against a three-man rush. Plenty of time for Jalen Rayner. Good coverage, and he fires, and it's incomplete to start this season. High snap, it's a screen. This is the jitterbug Chauncey Cobb with nowhere to go. There is a flag down. Jamison Patton was engaged with Corey Rucker.
Penalty, second down.
I want you to watch Jamison Patton. He's number 2. He realizes what's going to happen. He knows it's a screenplay. So what does he do? He defeats the blocker. See how he pushes Rucker all the way back? All Rucker can do is hold on for dear life.
Second down and long for Arkansas State. Quick hitter, good catch on a bit of a high ball to Chauncey Cobb. Third down and long coming up.
He's in the slot up top.
Pressure comes. Rayner escapes. Again with his legs. Jalen Rayner slips a tackle. First down and more. Jalen Rayner uses the leg.
Holding, offense, number 16. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Third down.
53 there before the penalty, and then the holding backed him up 10. Rayner keeps, got around the edge, and Rayner with physicality to finish a first down pickup on Tayshaun James with his leg. Devin Spencer, he runs physically as well. Hopeful off to a 3-0 start this season. They're 1-0 in the Big 12. They are the highest ranked Big 12 team. And they're up by 7 on Arkansas State. He's on the move here with Jalen Rayner quarterbacking the Red Wolves. Rayner's legs have been effective, and they are again as he navigates for a first down from just outside the red zone. High snap again. Kenyon Clay banging off bodies, takes it into the red zone with a 4-yard pickup.
I love this incremental drive, right? It's 5 yards, 4 yards.
The first 10 have been on the ground. Rayner on a roll, incomplete. And Iowa State showing a blitz off the right side. They back off, and now pre-snap whistle. And it looks like Butch Jones took a timeout.
Timeout, Arkansas State.
4-man rush. Rayner sideline to the end zone. Summers incomplete. Looked like he was out of bounds with Trey Bell in coverage on Hunter Summers. And Clune Van Andel is good again. Trims it to a 4-point game. So if you're Arkansas State, you would have loved 7 at the end of another long drive. Game into the second half. Clayton Amaya, the sophomore from Texas, boots it away for Arkansas State. And Carson Hansen with the fair catch signal.
Hey, I got to point out, Arkansas State's sideline, they've been in the shade since right before the half, not Iowa State.
And Rocco Becht for the Cyclones goes back to work. Saw what he's done the last couple of drives. On the rollout, used the pump and fired incomplete, looking for Brett Eskelson. So second down coming up for Rocco Becht. Hansen gets blown up. Nice tackle from Brandon Barnes. 4-yard pickup. And third down coming up for Iowa State.
I like this matchup on the backside. I don't know if they go here, but the tight end, Bramer.
With 3 to the right, Bramer on the line to the left. Becht goes right. He fires and it's batted down by Malik McConaughey. He's into the game for Brandon Barnes. McConaughey makes the play, reading Becht. Tyler Perkins gets it away toward Aaron Blackus. Good punt, backs up Blackus to about the 15. And Blackus takes it out just shy of the 30. This flight out of Boston.
Yeah, thank you, Delta One. Thank you, Delta One.
Here's a handoff to Devin Spencer as Arkansas State starts this drive with a yard. All right, so we know it's about the run game for Arkansas State. They showed that on the 13-play drive. They ran it for 62 of the 70 yards on that drive. What adjustments do you expect from Iowa State?
Defensively, they've got to just continue to bring a little bit of pressure, I think, on third down. Make it uncomfortable for Rayner on third down. He's had too much time to be able to run or throw. They want to speed that clock up for Rayner on third down.
Others in the middle of that Iowa State defensive front. Rayner steps up and gets submarined. It's a loss, and it's third down coming up.
And watch this. Look at this. It's a 4-man rush. No, usually it's a 3-man rush for Iowa State. They said that's the change. You ask Mike, what's going to be the adjustment? It's the 4-man rush. And see, all these rushers doing a great job of keeping Rayner in the pocket.
Third and long, 4-man rush. Rayner, crosser, got it complete to Nana Burris, who gets tripped up. Just short as Jeremiah Cooper made that stop. Senior corner Jeremiah Cooper, who has shifted from safety this year.
That's an NFL play right there. I mean, he's done his job. That's a long, that's a turnover in my eyes because you're forcing Arkansas State to punt.
Matt Campbell told us Cooper has played incredibly well through their first 3 games. Fair catch, Xavier Townsend at the 20.
He gets his offense back on the field with that play.
And so Rocco Becht and Iowa State back with it with about 6 to go in the third. Abu Sama with a crease, and Sama's the home run hitter. Foot on the gas pedal, and he's out of bounds. They mark him out of bounds as Malik McConaughey wrangled him out at the 36-yard line.
It's just tremendous blocking by the offensive line. There was nothing different than what they've done. Everybody just hat on hat. And we talked about the home run hitter, Sama, doing Sama things.
Picks up 44. Iowa State up tempo, and Sama out of the backfield gets involved. Terry Kirksey on the stop. We hadn't heard a whole lot from Abu Sama until that.
Yeah, that was just a terrific job by Sama.
Got offered to play defense for the Cyclones. Sama again follows Alexander. Gets cracked down by Avante Dickerson.
For guys at the point of attack.
Becht under center. And Becht picks up enough. Line comes in as an extra body there. A guy who had been out due to mono, but he is a big piece to have back.
Yeah, just the surge.
Got to look at Bohr, who Matt Campbell told us is one of our best players on offense. Sama's got nowhere to go. Simeon Mitchell. Stuff from Griff McCarley, the first-year defensive coordinator. Becht on second down, just off the fingertips of Tyler Moore. So third down and long coming up. And remember, this spot of the field as well. It's a very uncertain field goal kicking situation for Iowa State. If you weren't with us earlier, their excellent kicker, Kyle Conrady, was dinged up in the first half. He's already missed an extra point, missed a field goal as well.
I think you've been calling for Xavier Townsend. I think this is Townsend time right now. By this guy right here, with that split.
Becht fires, and it's intercepted by Dickerson.
It's cardinal rule number 1. You catch the ball with your hands. Don't let it get into the body. Bramer lets it get into the body, and what happens? It bounces off the shoulder pad. And that's where the ricochet comes from. He let that ball get into his body, bounce off the shoulder pad in the helmet.
So the Red Wolves get it back on the first turnover of the game, and a seam for Devin Spencer. There is a flag down back near the line of scrimmage.
Illegal formation, offense, more than 4 players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, first down.
That hasn't stopped this offense all game long. They've been able to overcome those types of plays.
Little screen for Chauncey Cobb, who got a block, and Chauncey Cobb gets a ton of it back. Cobb run out of bounds just shy of the 25 with a 13-yard pickup. Without one of their top tight ends today, Tyler Little with a shoulder injury. Rayner keeps a stiff arm, but a flag down. It is a first down, but looks like a holding call perhaps on Devin Spencer, the running back.
To the running back, and then he's the lead blocker.
Holding, offense, number 4, 10-yard penalty, second down.
Second down and 12 for Butch Jones's team. Rayner rolls, checked out Spencer, who made a nice catch, stop and start, and Spencer runs it out of bounds with a 12-yard pickup.
Still on that last play.
Fresh set of downs, and now Kenyon Clay turned it upfield. He gets cracked down by Marcus Neal, and it's another Arkansas State first down. Right around 5:30 local time. Rayner to throw. Rayner takes off and gets cracked down. Tilts toward Arkansas State in these hot conditions. Clay out of the backfield. Well defended by Trey Bell. Did not let Clay get by him, and it's a loss of 2 and third down coming up. Pressure comes. Rayner gets rid of it, and he got it to Chauncey Cobb. First down and a pickup of 11. Arkansas State with the football at midfield and a fresh set of downs as we start the 4th. Devin Spencer escaped momentarily, but wrapped up by Tayshawn James. 6 first downs in this half, 4 of them on the ground. Rayner get it complete to Summers. Fits it into a window. Summers knocked down by Jamison. Patton after 15. Defense on the move as well, led by Jalen Rayner. Arkansas State down by 4. It's a flea flicker. Rayner well defended, and so he just gets rid of it. Jeremiah Cooper hung with Corey Rucker, and was Rucker in the vicinity of that throw, or might this be intentional grounding?
The foul, loss of down, second down.
And remember, the rules of intentional grounding change as well on a flea flicker. You relinquish possession, so even though it ends up with Jalen Rayner throwing that football, it's a lot easier for something to be called intentional grounding in that circumstance. Arkansas State. Quick hitter. Cobb made the adjustment, made the catch, and shakes free. Chauncey Cobb! How do you do? Arkansas State trying to grab the lead. Rayner, fade, end zone Rucker incomplete. Jeremiah Cooper in coverage.
Just watch the patience of Rucker. I mean, the patience of Cooper. He's right there. He is step for step. And when he jumps and turns his head around, that is fantastic.
Incompletion of the drive. Jalen Rayner had been 6 for 6 on another lengthy drive. Rayner keeps, got the edge, and Rayner shoved out of bounds by Tayshawn James. It'll bring up third down and goal. He's got Kenyon Clay beside him. Rayner runs, flips it to Booneberry for a touchdown. Now there is a flag.
Here.
Offensive pass interference, number 10, 15-yard penalty, third down.
It's costly. Now it's third down and goal from the 17. And Rayner takes off. Rayner gets the edge. Rayner for a touchdown. There's a flag down back at the 17. Right near the line of scrimmage.
Holding, offense, number 50, 10-yard penalty, second down.
It was 50. Will Saxon, just like I thought. Yeah.
Third down.
I don't think he likes this one, and I don't like it either. And just watch what happens. I didn't see a lot, but there was restriction.
Screen, Jalen Benelli with nowhere to go. Jeremiah Cooper on the stop, and so now you go from thinking a couple of times you might have had touchdowns to can you hit this field goal to make it a one-point game at this point, and you're hoping to get 3 here from Clune Van Andel from 40 yards away, and Van Andel's kick is good. So 2 trudges down the field. We got a one-point game. We still got a long way to go with 12 minutes remaining in the 4th. Let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio to his teammates there. All right, we welcome you back to Jonesboro, Arkansas. Mike Monaco, Kirk Morrison, Don Davenport, and Rocco Becht to the air, and he's got it complete to Chase Sowell. Started his career at Colorado. Time in the second half before this drive. Carson Hansen goes up the middle. He picks up a couple of yards, and 3rd down coming up.
Bunch set at the top.
With Bramer in motion. Rocco Becht for Bramer, and Bramer looks like he's got enough for a 1st down. Brandon Greil in on the stop.
Catch turned up for the 1st down.
Becht back to the air, long throw, and he got it to the edge for Carson Brown. Only his 2nd catch of the season. And Bramer finally involved as well on these last couple of drives. Becht, deep shot downfield for Townsend. Dropped in the bucket by Rocco Becht. 44-yard pickup to Xavier Townsend.
That's his best throw of the day. And look at the rainbow ball. Well, they call these the moon balls, right? Russell Wilson has done a great job in the NFL for doing these types of plays. But see the arc on that football, able to go up and drop down in the bucket of gold like a rainbow.
And now Carson Hansen breaks a couple of tackles, and Hansen takes it a shade inside the 10. The big moments.
And it's a great route. Townsend just gets to the outside, and watch how he adjusts to this football. See, he gave his quarterback an opportunity to get that ball. He got off the red line. We call it the red line, that little 5 yards off the sideline. Just give your quarterback an opportunity so you can fade to it, and that's what Townsend did. He did a lot at UCF, and now bringing it to the Cyclones.
Those guys, Townsend and Beck, have known each other since they were 8 years old. Hansen's helmet came off, so Sama comes into the game and gets the carry. And Sama's got a touchdown! There is a flag down. James Neal III.
Offense, number 75, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Couple possessions. 2nd down and long. Becht wants Eskelson, incomplete, but a flag.
1st down.
Yeah, that's the restriction. Always look for restriction. Are you restricting the wide receiver from being able to go up and make the play or make the catch? And that time, Trenton Allen-Yao had that left hand on the shoulder pad. That's the pass interference call.
Boy, there's been so much symmetry. Red zone penalties, and then one that is called pass interference, one that wasn't. Cooper jockeying with Rucker at the other end. And now Iowa State's got 1st down and goal from the 4. Sama the carry. Running over the defender for a touchdown! Grown man strength from Abu Sama on A.G. McGee.
Number 6 right here. He's in your screen. Sama and him are going to meet in the middle. And watch what happens.
Physical from Abu Sama. And now Chase Smith, the walkout, comes on for the extra point with Kyle Conrady injured. And Chase Smith is good. He hit 3 extra points earlier this season, 2 weeks ago against South Dakota. Pressure-packed moment there, extends the lead to 8.
It started with a big throw to Townsend, and then Abu Sama runs into the end zone. Cyclones up 8.
And Arkansas State, who has never defeated a team ranked higher than 25th in the country. Here's the electric Chauncey Cobb, who runs it out just past the 25-yard line. Arkansas State with the football, and that quarterback, Jalen Rayner, third-year starter here in Jonesboro. A screen to his roommate, Chauncey Cobb, hurdles to get the edge, and Cobb with a good pickup, very close to a first down, and he does have enough. Jones challenged both of them. Cobb stuck around, and now Rayner going to the air. Deep shot downfield for Summers, overshot it and intercepted. Trey Bell initially hung on to it. Did he complete the catch? It's an interception for now. What a play by Trey Bell.
Ruler on the field is interception. First down.
Athleticism, what a play from one of the corners on the Iowa State defense. And now Carson Hansen on the ground for 5. I mean, that was exceptional from Trey Bell.
Good, just great technique.
Halfway to go in this fourth quarter. Sama off the right side. With a flag down, Sama around the corner. And Sama hits the gas. Sama goes 87 yards, but we'll see if it's coming back. We've got 3 flags down. Cooper Alexander.
2 fouls by the offense. Holding, number 87. That penalty is declined. Holding, number 82. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
You get a stop here for Arkansas State. You still got plenty of time. Rocco Becht's going to the air. Deep ball. Sideline for Overby, who could not hang on.
I think this is a big draw play right here to Hansens.
They're going to throw it. Becht across the middle, too tall for Chase Soell. Barely intercepted as well by Brandon Barnes for Iowa State. And here, it's a punt that got away by Tyler Perkins on a bobble. It bounces down in front of Aaron Blakis, and it'll be excellent field position. Perkins dropped the snap, he recovered. And now for Jalen Rayner at Arkansas State, you've got the best starting field position for either team today. Chauncey Cobb again from Jalen Rayner takes it close to the 40. I mean, you're talking about playing with fire for the veteran punter for Iowa State, Tyler Perkins.
Yeah, he just drops that ball. That ball's in his hands. I mean, how many drops have we seen today, whether it's the punter, the receivers? Mike?
Flying home first class. Kenyon Clay ran into the arms of Elijah Carnell. And it's enough for a first down. All right, so you got 6 minutes to work with. You've got the ball in plus territory. You got a fresh set of down. Option. Rayner keeps it this time, and he turned it upfield shy of the 30.
Unbalanced formation.
Handoff to Clay with a seam, and he runs physically for a first down.
The first down.
Rayner's going to the air. Rayner will just get rid of it. They've done that and more. Spencer stayed on his feet. And Devin Spencer with a solid gain on a second down run for 5.
On third down.
16 in black, slot right. He's got 6 for 86 all this half. Rayner scans. Rayner escaped from Ezeagu and got it too tall and incomplete for Arkansas State.
There's Cobb.
Rayner looks that way. Rayner directing. Rayner got rid of it. Incomplete. And it's a turnover on downs forced by Iowa State.
He wanted to go right now to Cobb, but the rush is in his face as that route was developing. So he had to take off and run and just throw it up. Fourth down, you just throw it up. Just give your guys an opportunity. Fourth down is almost like a punt, so just throw it up.
For Arkansas State in this second half. And now 3:47, 2 timeouts for Butch Jones at Arkansas State. Carson Hansen with a lane, and Hansen's got enough for a first down. 13-yard pickup as Iowa State's trying to put this on ice. A 4-0 in a third very close game. Hansen straight ahead. He picks up 5. Hansen on second down. Hansen broke a tackle, and they will spot him very close. Might be a couple of inches short, so it would bring down 3rd down. And the ground game has been massive for Iowa State. They've rushed for 183 yards.
Yeah, it's been a combination of Hansen and also Sama, but both guys have just been able to do a great job of utilizing their blocks. It's been the tight ends, it's been the offensive line, and then a little bit of Rocco Becht as well. Short.
Trying to put this game on ice, and it's Becht with a sneak, and does he have enough? It looks like it based on the initial spot. Rocco Becht lunging forward, and did he have enough?
I think he does. That's a 1st down.
Based on that spot, he does have a 1st down. Only one timeout left for Butch Jones. Hansen dropped by A.G. McGee. Yeah, we talked at length with Matt Campbell about it, about starting your season in Ireland as Arkansas State uses its final timeout. And he said they studied it going back to January, February, and March. And he said no one really has ever had success coming back home off of it. I mean, we've seen it from Kansas State, who lost that game, lost again yesterday. He said, I felt like we saw that emotional drainage that you mentioned. He saw it in the second half last week against Iowa. And it's taken a toll on this team, and they will finally get to their bye week after this.
Yeah, it doesn't happen initially because you're still on the excitement of the start of the new season. So you think, oh, hey, you come back from Ireland, you got to play the following week, but it catches up with you in a couple weeks. Not necessarily the jet lag, but the emotional part of college football. The highs and the lows, the routine, and how do you keep it going, keeping the energy going. And right now, they're just relying on who they are, their culture here in the 4th quarter.
So no timeouts left for Arkansas State. 2nd down and 8 for the Cyclones. And it's Hansen again. He takes it a few yards up the middle, just past midfield. You got 3rd down coming up. You can run this snap down to right around 1:12 or so to go. Ask today.
Do you dare throw the football here?
They roll out Becht. He's looking downfield for Carson Brown, who makes the catch. Wow! To finish off a win on the road in style.
It crossed my mind right before, Mike. It crossed my mind. Would they throw? Watch this route. It's going to go here and then come all the way outside. But the faith in Rocco Becht to just put it in the vicinity. Watch Rocco Becht. There's nothing there at first. But he just says, you know what? I'm going to throw it up to my guy and allow him to go up and make the play. That's faith in Carson Brown.
Tell you what, this is not breaking news, but it does bear repeating. Rocco Becht is a flat-out winner. When he had to show up in the second half today, he led Iowa State, even through some turbulent moments in this game. The throw to Townsend, the touchdown run in the first half, and then to put it on ice right there to Carson Brown.
The emotions of Rocco Becht, did he ever look like he was panicked?
No.
You talk about ice in his veins? That's Rocco Becht. They don't mind playing deep into the 4th quarter. And you asked me a little bit earlier to start this football game. What did you ask me, Mike? Does Iowa State have a chance? And I said they've got a chance to get to the college ball playoff, to get to a conference championship because of that guy wearing number 3 in white.
Don.
Coach Campbell, man, bend, don't break defense there in that second half. How important was that unit for you guys?
Yeah, I thought it was really big. You know, I thought our kids responded the whole game. It wasn't real pretty from our end of it. Got a lot to work on, but, you know, these guys have really gutted it out for the last 4 weeks. It's been a long 4 weeks, and these kids have responded every step of the way.
Yeah, Rocco, never once did he flinch. What did you like about him today?
Yeah, I think that's what you love about him. You know, in the moment, you trust that guy with everything you have because of who he is, and he just keeps proving it time after time after time.
So coming into this week, you told us, listen, there are some gaps that we have to fill to be the team that we need to be. What did you learn about those gaps today?
Yeah, I think there's still a lot. You saw them today. You know, I think the great thing for us is we get to a bye week, which we need, and a chance to kind of recover here and really attack those areas. And the great teams in college football, they keep getting better every week. And, you know, I think we made strides, but we still got a lot of work to do.
4-0 into the bye. You'll take it, right, Coach?
We'll take it. We'll take it. Yep.
Congrats.
Thanks.
How about them Cyclones? Yeah! Damn right, baby.